as you can see, the bike has gone, and now we've just got a bag of shopping in the back.
We now have a smell of tiger bread, which is more off-putting than tiredness, I think. But yeah, it smells nice. Salt and pepper tiger bread at that as well.
Yes, very nice. But anyway, we're going to be talking on our way back up the M1 about one of the don'ts in the Bible, one of the things that God tells us not to do. And there's several of these throughout the Bible. There are things that he tells us that we should do, and there are things that he tells us that we shouldn't do. And this is one that he tells us that we shouldn't do. And he tells us not to fret, not to worry about things. So we're going to be looking firstly at Psalm 37 and specifically verse 8. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. And in any wise means it only causes harm. So fret not thyself, it only causes harm to do evil.
Yeah, so I love this because this is a sure sign that we're not in God, or at least we've stepped out of it in our own flesh or in our own vision, because God has placed his children in a covenant, in his family, on a road to him. And just like you, on the road, back home. And he, just like a father wouldn't want his children to fret. Like, if your son comes to you and says, I'm not doing as well as I wanted to, Lord, I'm not this, I need, Gary, I need to do more, and it's not working. You say, son, or daughter, you're doing fine. When I was your age, keep walking with the Lord, trust him, and he'll bring you through things, and he'll turn your situation around. So as a parent, you would never want your children fretting. You want them to worry about the things they're doing wrong in life. You want them to see that where they're making mistakes. But fretting, because fretting's like you want to be something that you're not. And so that's a very bad thing. We don't want to fret. Fretting's like, I wish it could be sorted out now.
Sort of turning it over and over over, isn't it? Just keep going,
and it
back
won't leave
to it.
your mind. Like I fretted a little bit and worried about my water the other day when I put a notice out on Instagram, and I was concerned because of money, but I kept praying to the Lord.
What
and I was
means
like,
is about the stock cup. In case you don't know what he's talking about, we had a leak on the stock cup
in the kitchen,
when he says he worried about his water, you might get the wrong impression.
Yeah, not that water.
That's not what he's talking about.
I'm all right at the moment in that department.
We don't wish to know that. No. Carry on.
And so what I'm saying is that fretting at that time of the water was like, just trust God, Gareth. You'll be able to sort it out if you have to ring for somebody, a plumber, and if not, we'll sort it out. And I didn't trust God. I'd slipped off just for an hour or so, and then the next morning when I woke up, I was like, I just need to trust you, Lord, and everything, I sorted it out. So there's a thing, you see. So I am on a pathway. I am walking with the Lord. But for that time, for them moments, I started to fret, to worry a little about the holiday coming up and the situation. And so I wasn't trusting in the Lord. Because I'm thinking, oh Lord, you've got these big things, but maybe you haven't got my water system in my house. Maybe you've not got the MOT on my car, Lord. Or maybe if you haven't got it, you've got a different plan. We need to trust the Lord, like bringing our kids up. We trust the Lord. Well, if they're the children of him, they will follow him. They will walk in him. I had a big thing when Philip was going to go down to Soul Survivor. Very worried. Didn't really want to help him. Was concerned that I don't know if it would be the best thing for him with his fairly large, humongous ego.
Oh.
So I was a bit concerned because I knew he was a chip off the old block, and I know what I'm like, and it was a worry to me. But I started to see and understand that as I grew and saw that I was in the Lord's hands, that I would trust him with my children, that he would have them too. Now, they may not all ever know the Lord, we know that, but right now, I trust the Lord that He will deliver on His children.
The thing is that, like today, we've been down and we've seen Pip, and it's been such a blessing and an encouragement to see how the Lord is working in his life now.
Yeah, and in Boaz and Zach.
And Zach, yeah, it's been wonderful to see the boys and to hear about how God's moving in their lives and how things are moving on for them, and they're all moving on in the Lord, and that's a real blessing to be able to see the evidence of what
is
the
already
Lord
true.
is doing. But we shouldn't need to. I mean, like we were talking about on the way down, we need to just trust in the Lord to do those things, and we have to realise that we don't need to see those signs.
No.
We don't need to see those things to know that it will happen.
Yeah.
That it is in God's hands, and whatever His plan is, that's what will happen in the long run, and it will be the best thing for us if we're in Christ. Verse 7 so going back a verse, it actually says, "Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for Him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way."
That's a nice word.
"Because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass."
So again, it's telling us not to fret and rest in the Lord. See, key again, rest in the Lord. Don't look for evidence. Don't look for proof. Trust the Lord. Think about again a child growing up in his family. The child's looking around. I don't know if I'll ever be a man. I don't know if I'll ever be a woman. I don't know if I'll grow up and fulfill. Or the child can't see that. He doesn't even have a concept of it. But it's going to happen. God knows He's going to deliver His children. He talks about it. Jesus talks about it in John, that He's not lost any of them. He's brought them all to His Father. Because why? How did Jesus do that exactly? Did He do it through His own amazing strength and ability? No. He trusted His Father. His Father did the work in heaven. He was the one in control. He was the master. He was the Lord over it all. Jesus is equal to the Father in heaven. They're the same. But when He came to earth, He trusted the Father and only did what the Father said. So He didn't need to fret, because He knew His Father was doing it all the time. Jesus just needed to believe it, which He did clearly, because He's the Son of God. How could He not believe?
I mean,
He is the Word of life.
This is one of the things that it says, isn't it, in the Bible, that Jesus doesn't worry about things. He doesn't ponder things. He doesn't mull things over.
No.
He doesn't fret or get anxious about anything. He just accepts.
And He rebukes the disciples or anyone else for doing exactly that. Little faith. These kind of words come out, and get behind me, Satan, slightly coarser. But these words are done because they don't believe.
He trusts that his Father has his back, and He will be there, and He will do those things that He has promised that He will do.
Do you want to look at?
So that's what we need to do. And yes, Psalm 91.
Yeah, just read that.
Verse
that's
1.
where I'm going to.
So Psalm 91, verse 1. "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty."
And there's the result. He that dwelleth in the secret place, in the wings of the Lord, under His care, and doesn't fret, that man and woman of God is in that place, dwelling with God.
And because when you get yourself in that place, when you let everything go, that's when you get the peace that surpasses all understanding.
Exactly.
That's when the peace will enter your heart, and even if you wanted to worry about and fret about a situation, you can't.
No, it's left you, isn't it?
The Spirit goes, "It's okay.
It's okay.
We'll sort it out." Whatever it is.
And your body's
we'll
like, what? But it's true. You can't explain it. How could I have that worry there? How could I have that disruption in my mind? How could I have that fear? How could I have that unforgiveness? Oh, it's just left me. It's just left me. God has told me so. He has washed me clean. He's took me by the hand. He's leading me home. That's the dwelling in the secret place. And why is it secret? Well, because not many find it, and it takes a lot of finding. But but it's there. If those that love the Lord want to seek Him, He will open that door.
And
back
again,
to the
it's
secret place.
the secret place because it's your private, your hidden place.
Oh yeah.
Like when you take time with God,
Yeah.
and you're
That,
in the quiet, the secret, the dark place. You're not on show for everyone.
No.
That's not what this is
It's
about.
like that,
It's about
that kiddies prayer
just
book.
being quiet with God.
The kiddies prayer
resting.
book I've got. I've read it from church before now. I can't remember the old poem obviously, but talks about come and find me, Lord. I'm down near the bins. I'm hiding because of my sin. Move around, move your hands around and find me hiding. I'm like a pin because I get small when I sin. And this is the thing it's saying again. It's like Andy said, it's the secret place. Because when we've sinned and we've made mistakes and we've done things wrong, in Christ we feel very small.
And it's
We feel
it's like Adam and Eve.
yeah,
They wanted to,
yeah,
hide
to hide.
because you've done something
But-
that the Lord would not really approve of. But we have to trust that
But
He'll
that-
make it right, whatever.
It's so good because that hiding place, we go to hide, but God sees us and He meets us in that hiding place, you see. And that's beautiful, isn't it? Because you go there thinking, oh, I'm sorry, I've messed up again. And the Lord's like, hey, I wanted you here all the time. Because now
And the
we can
thing
meet.
is that when you
We
go
can dwell
to
together.
a secret hiding place, there is no hiding place from God.
No.
He sees you wherever you are,
Amen.
and He'll be with you,
Amen.
loving you wherever you are, and He will lift you up from whatever thing you are in,
Yeah.
and lift you out
Always,
and bring you
always.
on. So look for the Lord, meet Him in that secret place.
And enjoy your tiger bread. Safely, obviously.
We shall.
See you later. Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.